that vote.
This looks like the spot to be in. For those of you who weren't at the Lexington County Republican Party meeting the other night, I am here to redeem myself. I didn't know I was going to speak the other night. I was tired from Kansas City, and I got up and I didn't have anything to say. And after I sat down, I thought about 20 things I could have said. I could have told you about my Bermuda trip. Of course, that probably would have been politically correct. I could have told you about. Huh?
What did you do there?
Well, I mean, just the fact that I went on vacation. You know, I'm not supposed to go on vacation when I'm supposed to be running for office, I guess. Then I could have told you about going to Kansas City, you know, and the Republican Women's Convention, which I'm fixing to tell you about. Or I could have told you about the Collard Festival that's coming up this weekend, and all of you can get a Katrina Shealy t-shirt, or you can get a Frank Barron t-shirt, or a Harry Harmon t-shirt, or a Beth Carey t-shirt, or a Tommy Windsor t-shirt, or whoever t-shirt you want. You can come watch the Collard Festival. But I didn't tell you about that either. But what I'm going to tell you about right now is the National Federation of Republican Women's Convention that I went to this past week. 1,200 of my closest Republican women friends from all across the United States got together, and we had two important missions. One of them was to elect our new national president and all the other officers, which we did, and which, by the way, our third vice president is our own Betty Pope here in South Carolina, which is great for South Carolina. So hopefully she will work her way up and be our national president in probably about 6 years. And the other thing is to figure out how in 2012 we're going to take over the White House. And so we're going to do that. And so what we did was we had meetings and campaign schools and how to dress for success classes and how to get out there and knock on doors and teach people how to campaign and talk them into voting on the right way. And we did a straw poll that found out who was there, what age group we're in, you know, what the demographics were, and how we would vote if the election were today. Well, one of the things we found out that there were, of the 1,200 women, that 49.8% of those women there, if they had voted that day, would have voted for Herman Cain. Now I know, and the demographics were, they were, all the women, the majority of the women were over 50 years old. It was like 85% white, some like 12% Hispanic. There's a big majority from Texas. We have a great contingent come from Texas. After Herman Cain, the next percentage was like 13% for Rick Perry, 13%, some odd, you know, odd amounts for Mitt Romney, then 12 for Newt Gingrich, and then on down like little tiny percents for the others. So I know that sounds like, you know, a strange. To me, I was surprised. I don't know if y'all are surprised, but to me, I was surprised that Herman Cain carried Republican women across the entire United States by that amount. So I think that we all need to start looking at all the candidates, because I think the Republican Party's looking for something different than what we have. And I don't know, Herman Cain came and spoke, Newt Gingrich spoke to our group, and Rick Santorum spoke to our group. Now, that also goes to show that if you show up and you speak to people, and you talk to people, that it's going to make a difference. You don't show up, that people, you know, might say something for today. You don't show up and you talk to people, people don't respect you very much. You know, and I think if Rick Perry and Mitt Romney had shown up, or some of the other candidates, that their vote had been different. So I think you got to show the people that you care about what their opinions are. Sandra was there too. Excuse me, Sandra. I didn't mean to leave you out. Sandra,
that's okay.
Sandra was there with us. So Sandra and I are going to add something. But you know, we of course we had a great time and we learned a lot. But does anybody have any questions about what we did there that I can answer?
How did Karen do? Karen Floyd.
Well, Karen did the poll, and Karen did a great job. Karen ran the poll for the, you know, for the convention, and it was great. questions? This is good. I must have told y'all everything y'all needed to know.
What's the name of the group again?
It's the National Federation of Republican Women. It's like our group here. We have West Metro Republican Women, and in Columbia they have Capital City Republican Women. We're all members of the South Carolina Federation of Republican Women, which are members of the National Federation of Republican Women.
How many men were there?
Well, they were a couple.
You didn't hurt the king, right? So.
Yeah.
They were escorts.
I mean, Michelle Bachman didn't show up. You know, she should have shown up. You know, being a woman, that might have helped her a little bit. She's a woman.
Well, now that you said that, when you're saying this about, and you said 1,200, how do people just decide they want to go, or are they
Well, they have
chosen?
to be.
I mean, I'm talking about.
They're delegates. They have to be
delegates.
chosen to be able to vote. So, like from our club, Kim Wellman and I were delegates, and Lisa Sox. And then now I was a delegate, state delegate, and then Kim was our delegate because she's president of our club. So you're voted on by your club or by the state to become a delegate from your state. So South Carolina had how many delegates? 20-something odd delegates. And then, you know, the larger states, of course, have more delegates.
But that was pretty good for a state.
Yeah, so.
To have that many attend
So it
to get to
depends on
see
the
it.
size of the state, the population, or what?
Or
What
the
is
number
that?
of clubs.
The number of clubs.
The number of, also for the, well, that would be for the state.
There are members of the association. So you too can become a member. West Metro Republican Women meet on Monday night, this second Monday night of each month at Cotton Grill. We meet at social time is from 6 to 6:30, and the meeting begins promptly at 6:30. And so all you ladies can become members, and the men can become associate members. And we would love to have you. You just show up, and we'll sing. And we'll have great speakers.
The men are always can't do anything else. We get accused of being sexist. We have men.
This coming month, our speaker is going to be Matt Moore from the state party, and he's going to discuss the upcoming primary. So this should be interesting this month because, you know, we'll get more information on the primary. And so our meeting this month, which will be this coming Monday, Matt Moore will be our speaker. So any of y'all are welcome to come. And like I said, our meeting starts at 6 for social, 6:30 the meeting begins. So we'd love to have all of y'all come.
Second Monday is every month?
Second Monday every month at Cotton Grill. Okay, so y'all come. You're invited.
I'll say a couple things.
Sandra will.
One of the, and I need your autograph.
My autograph?
Yeah, your head was on the back last night.
Yes,
The back of the head was for Vicky's event. The other, Karen Floyd, if you have not been to her website, most of you probably seen us post a lot of information, but she has the Palladian View, Palladian, and VIEW, and that's where all the statistics are. It was like a 23 questionnaire that we had to, 23 questions we had to fill out. And the other thing that was interesting, it said that 60.6% of the voters said the type of candidate the Republican Party should nominate is a solid conservative on all issues. Then while 39.4% prefer a mainstream candidate who can appeal to independents and conservative Democrats. And the other thing that was interesting was that as far as if someone else was to enter the race, 22%, or they said if Sarah Palin entered the race, only 22% said they would vote for Sarah Palin. And 1 in 5 of the voters said they were not satisfied with their present choice of Republican candidates for president, which was interesting. And also Rick Santorum was there at the event. Did you?
Yes.
Well,
you knew Sandra said they were going to be there.
And it was interesting with Betty Poe running is that we also, that was a race that, just like any other one, she had opposition, so we had lots of other people there helping to run her race too, but I thought it was a great bid.
Well, thank y'all.